Just 3 weeks now till HKIR. We continue the countdown and continue to look back on some of the lasting heroes from the championship day. Beauty Generation bang on course to defend his title as well. We'll move on though, because next up for us is race number 7, the Bank of China Hong Kong Jockey Club Cup Group 2 of the 2,000 metres, headed by Pakistan Star. Stone last behind Time Warp last time out. Runner-up in this race, Time Warp last year behind were the Douglas White arrived from Barrier 1. Exultant solid behind Time Warp last time out, as was Goldmount and Eagle Ray. Riven was behind Glorious Ever last time out. Horse of Fortune also behind Time Warp and Glorious Forever. Well, he was behind Big Brother Time Warp as well. Just a neck separated, but that was in handicap conditions. Doesn't get quite as much weight this time round. So as far as the speed map is concerned, Brett, who finds the front this time? Time Warp did last time, but Glorious Forever, will they looking for a change of tactics maybe? Well, the first thing we've got to note is last time it was 1,800 long run down the back stretch. This time it's 2,000 short run into the first bend. Time Warp's drawn inside of Glorious Forever. Glorious Forever actually drew better last start, but he was a little slow to move, and Zach was straight onto it, found the rail first. Will Glorious Forever want to push the issue going around the bend and try and take over? That's the big question for me. Horse of Fortune can try and match them early, but I don't think he'll be able to. Riven looks to be going really well. He trialled Enormous recently. I don't know whether he's completely got to his best. Pakistan Star, well, let's hope he stays focused for the whole race. But it will be very interesting to see what Joe does on Glorious Forever and whether or not he wants to really push the issue with Time Warp. What about as far as track work's concerned, Paul? All just ticking over? Yeah, well, they are basically. But here is Pakistan Star. He was given a reasonable workout. He showed no signs of his bad behaviour that we've seen in the past. He looks good. He's going nicely. And 2,000 metres has not been a problem for him in the past. Pakistan Star Werther, look, he's going nicely at the moment. He won this last year and he's won second up for the last 2 seasons. 2,000 metres looks ideal. Douglas White getting on really well with the horse and he travels really nicely. I think he's been set for this race and he looks good. And Glorious Forever, no harm from that run as well. Just pushed out a little bit, I thought, just at the end of this track work. You could just see the riding were just moving the arms a little bit with him, but he did respond. All right, OK, he responded last time as well. If we have a look at the main race to start off with, of course, was the Sasa Ladies Purse last time out. Time Warp won. Got his own way in front to a certain extent. Perfect ride from Zach Purton. Glorious Forever was getting a stack of weight, but he couldn't make it tell in the closing stages. We've got half the field basically lining up here. Eagle Way's out wide. He ran third. Exultant had closed off strongly as well. Goldmount, solid effort from him, tracking the leaders. Horse of Fortune ran an honest race. And the other one is Pakistan Star, of course, here right in the middle, eventually finishing last. Worth watching Eagle Way and Exultant here as they quickly corner in and we roll it. You can see here Eagle Way, it might have already actually happened, but he lost focus a little bit. He actually sort of turned his head and just there he's having a little go at Exultant, and prior to the bend as well he had another little nibble at him and they were playing a few games. They both closed off well as they did on debut, and I think coming to 2,000 they will get closer to these horses that are fighting it out in Time Warp and Glorious Forever. Pakistan Star, I think it's a complete forgive really, but he's starting to become a little bit of a horse that's, you know, I'm losing confidence with, as would many people I would have thought. I think he'll run better, but you're just not sure what you're going to get. Yeah, 2,000 metres I think is probably the key for him. He has run well at it in the past. Now, the interesting of Glorious Forever, if they sit off him like they did there, weights and measures say he can't beat Time Warp. Correct. You know, so they're going to have to change the tactics. But if they change the tactics and take Time Warp on, then is it going to ruin both their chances? So it's a catch-22 for me. All right, this is Riven, who he's got a bit of work to do as far as form is concerned, but he's trialling well. And this is Werther, we say, won this race last year. And if he's anything like that sort of form, he's got to give this a big shake too.
It was the only race he won last year too, Werther. And I think he's been prepared beautifully by John Moore. Riven was very strong in this trial. He sat deep all the way, went to the line powerfully, but he was beaten 9 lengths behind Glorious Forever first up back in mid to late October, so he's got to find a lot. He potentially can, because I think when he first got here, it was a bit of a rush to get him to the Derby. He sort of ran well in the Derby, finishing 4th. I think we'll see a better horse this prep, Riven, and I'd be keeping him pretty safe.
Yeah, I like Werther. He's been an old favourite of mine for a while, and I think this could be his race to win this season.
All right, OK. He'll be heading towards the Cup as well. Exultant, though, has been very solid in his 2 runs back this campaign. He's heading towards the Vase. Let's get the jockey's thoughts. That's Vincent Ho.
Exultant, Vincent. You've written him at his 2 runs leading into Sunday, up to 2,000 metres, the way that he's been finishing off. That looks to be in his favour.
Yeah, 2,000 is better because he's a long-distance horse, and last couple runs he run really good. Even at the mile first run, he was fresh and he came home really strong, picked up well, and even last time on a Sasa 1800, he sort of wasted some energy that inside horse tried to push me out. And we still managed to stay on our line, and he still finished off quite well. And on the 2,000, I would say it's even better because distance will shoot him more. Yeah.
You're taking on the likes of Pakistan Star, Time Warp, Werther, but he's been in good form. Your horse, do you think he's a winning chance?
Yeah, he'll be very close. Last time he already, even the first run is very close to beat Pakistan Star, and obviously last runs there's some accident, but in the middle part we sort of lose our momentum a bit, and I have to resettle him again at the back, and which didn't help. But you know, 2,000, I think against those horses he'll have better chance this time. Yeah.
He's money back a place at the moment, Exultant as well. I think he's a solid one for the numbers, but other than that, Paul, you could make an argument for a few of these.
I think there's five really good chances in this night to leave one of them out. So I went Werther on top. I think this is his race. Exultant up to 2,000 metres. Pakistan Star likes 2,000 metres. And then it was the toss-up between Time Warp and Glorious Forever. I thought Glorious Forever on weights and measures would be the one I left out. So I went 3, 4, 1, 2, but I'm happy to take the 3.
Yeah, I'm going to tip him as well, Werther. I think he's been set beautifully for the race by John Moore and the team. And he'll go from this into the Cup, all being equal, and be very competitive there, I would have thought. Exultant's going beautifully. Time Warp, Glorious Forever. The one I have left out, there's a couple actually. Pakistan Star, I wanted to include him. I think 2,000 will be better for him. We know he's a real serious horse on his day. And I think Riven is going the best I've ever seen. He's got a lift, but on the basis of his recent trial, I think he's capable of finding a spot in the frame when the judge calls a halt.
All right. I'm tipping Werther as well. I thought I'd been clever by putting Werther on top, but it seems everyone's gone the same way as well. But yeah, Pakistan Star out for me, but he could just blow them away. We will see. Looking forward to the Cup.